Hello from Lombok.
Hello, yeah, thank you. You come to Lombok for holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Say hello, your mama in America.
Yeah. So you just met my new friend Ali, and I'm sitting here on the beach in Lombok in Indonesia, which is an island just about an hour away from Bali. And there's so many people selling sarongs and jewelry and sunglasses along the beaches, and you know, if you're sitting here within 5 minutes, you're asked probably 10 different times if you want to buy something. Behind me you can probably see Ali sitting there, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of an insight about how to create clients the Ali Lombok Indonesian way. So like I said, there's a ton of people selling sarongs. And though I was like kind of, you know, keeping my eyes open, I wasn't totally sure I wanted one. I just thought they were pretty, but I wasn't really interested. And then we were sitting here watching the sunset just a couple nights ago, and Ali just came and sat down, just started talking to us. You know, he started asking us about our trip, asking us what we wanted to do, sharing us stories about Lombok and what was so wonderful to him. And we just sat there and we watched the sunset together, and he gave us information about different places to go and different things to see, and you know, but which is nice, but that's also something that people often do. And then when we told him our plans, which we were going to a beach a couple hours from here, he told us to be really careful. He shared with us some really valuable information that we would have not realized about that part of Lombok can be a little bit dangerous and things to watch out for. And all of a sudden, Ali had served me in a way that nobody else had on this trip who was trying to sell us something. In fact, this particular instinct had nothing to do, this instance had nothing to do with him selling sarongs. He truly just wanted to make sure that we were okay going where we were going. All of a sudden something was different. I wanted to buy a sarong from Ali, and so, but even still, I was like, you know, I don't know, maybe later, maybe later. But every day, Ali was back. And he just sat here and he waited and he said good morning, and he asked me how my husband was doing because Siva's been sick for a lot of this trip. And he wasn't pushy, but he let me know, hey, I have my sarongs when you're ready. And it was just such a beautiful analogy, I think, of the way that we create clients as coaches, where we sit and, you know, we serve people. It's our mission and our passion and our job to serve people without asking anything in return. And that's a really powerful way to create. So just like I was, you know, he was patient there and he was helping me and actually serving me in a way that had nothing to do with me buying a sarong, he won my trust. And that's exactly how we as coaches have to create our clients, serve them powerfully in a way that they weren't expecting. So when it actually came down to time to buy the sarong, it's not that his were any nicer than anyone else's. In fact, I had a hard time picking because none of them really stood out to me. But in the end, I decided to buy two because of the impact that he had and the way in which I was inspired by his patience to sit here and to just keep serving. I know that his intention was to sell me a sarong, and you know, if that's how he does it, that's how he does it. But to me, it was honest, it was patient. You know, he sat down, he made conversation. It was non-assuming, it wasn't pushy. He wasn't selling me anything right from the beginning. We just watched the sunset. And then he powerfully served me to tell us something that no one had told us, gave us information that was incredibly useful, and all the while just kept letting me know, hey, my stuff is here when you're ready. It's beautiful, it's here when you're ready. And when I finally came down to it, there's nobody else that I would have picked. Among all the other people selling sarongs, the only choice for me was Ali. So I'm curious for you, how can you serve and create your clients more like the Ali and Lombok way? How can you serve someone so powerfully in a way that has nothing to do with them becoming your client in the end? How can you serve someone in a way that they weren't expecting, that's different than how all the other coaches are serving them? How can you show up patiently, waiting, and continually serving, checking in on them, asking them what's going on for them, how is their husband? I'm curious how long you're willing to wait and how patient you're willing to be to create a client. Does it have to be in a 30-minute closing the deal conversation, and if they don't have your trust by then, you won't make the sale? So I want you to reflect a little bit. I invite you to reflect a little bit on how you can create more powerfully, more patiently, more like Ali. From Bali.